Anime games are sick is what I would want to say, but unfortunately most are with few exceptions. However, I'm seeing something of a shift with games like bleachrebirthofsouls, and though I've never regretted a purchase as much as Sparking Zero, it is beautiful and really impressive. So as the growing popularity of anime in general, hopefully we're going into somewhat of a renaissance, and with that idea I'm going to get in my bag and pitch some anime games to you and Bandai that would be too good not to exist. Alright, so what we got here? My first pitch is a Yu-Gi-Oh tournament. Let me cook. Yu-Gi-Oh as a franchise is really and truly synonymous with anime and card games. So like a lot of you, I love the anime, but something that Master Duel and things of that nature can't capture from said anime is when the monsters start throwing bangs. So I thought, why not give it the Pokken tournament treatment? I mean, it's genius. Have Obelisk, Flame Wingman, Stardust Dragon, all of that. And the coolest thing is that you can actually implement the cards into the gameplay. You'll choose a loadout before the match starts, and you can activate it mid-battle, giving it that setup feel. You'll be able to use trap cards as breakers and combo extenders. Spells will be used in a similar way, but you can also use them as projectiles and other stuff like that. And each monster will be given a set of cards unique to them, which they can also use on top of the cards that are already in the game. Mixing and matching these cards kind of like Mortal Kombat 11, however this does run the risk of people finding the optimal combination of cards, which obviously will mess up the whole creativity side, but this can be mitigated by actually having balance and having so many cards that there's no real one way of playing, and it's more down to just your playstyle. I was also thinking this game could include an Exodia system, kind of like Dragon Ball FighterZ, which either player can collect pieces of Exodia and win the game using that as an alternative way to defeat the opponent. Me and my boy have been conceptualizing this for a minute, so if you want help, even if you don't want, I might make a video on this by itself, and that goes for pretty much every single game on this list. So try to guess what my next pitch is based on my channel. Just go ahead.
Right. Shoot it, egoist. Egoista.
So you know the concept, it's simple, easy. Give me a bluelock football game. Add all of the main characters, have special abilities. Also you can have a game mode where you can temporarily control world-class strikers. And if we get into the story mode, I think it kind of writes itself. If they really want to make it cool, you should be able to go through the story and change certain plot elements, playing as any character, not just Isagi. Or you could even give them a CAC. Funnily enough, I think Rematch from the developers of Sifu kind of invokes that bluelock game feel, so we do have an example. And trust, if they release this at the same time as Season 3, oh, it'll be mad. Lego anime. Now, if you're anywhere near my age, you would have had fond memories of Lego titles. I'm talking Batman, I'm talking Harry, I'm talking the best one of them all, Lego Marvel superheroes. If you could distill my childhood into a single game, that's Lego. Honestly, I don't know why we haven't seen much from Lego in the past few years, but I know that they need to get to work. And I'm not a kid anymore, but god damn it, if they make another Lego game about any anime, I'm buying it because it works so well. Big open worlds, comprehensive stories, crazy roster sizes, custom characters, being able to see your favorite shows in a new light-hearted manner, in an interesting novel way. I don't know, I think that would be so sick. Please, sometimes I don't want to rage, sometimes I don't want to take it too seriously, sometimes I just want to relax and play something chill, a little childish fun. Besides,
there's no point in being grown up if you can't be childish sometimes.
I think this pitch is something everyone collectively wants. This isn't breaking any new ground, but god damn it, of any of these, I think I might need this one the most. That's right, Arcsys, I'm not fucking playing with you. I don't know what silly games you're playing. I don't know if Big Daddy Bandai ain't giving you the right allowance, but you gotta figure something out. We need a new Arcsys fighter. As I mentioned at the start, Dragon Ball FighterZ is one of the only anime games that I consider, you know, actually good. So making a JJK or even better, a Naruto FighterZ would be amazing. Some people do say Dragon Ball FighterZ 2, and I'm not gonna lie, that would be so dead. We already got a great Dragon Ball fighting game, and there's not really much to add. People say, oh, add Raditz. Like, who cares? They already have most of the important characters. Let another anime have some fun, even if it's One Piece. So yeah, the only justifiable reason I can see for them to make a Dragon Ball FighterZ 2 is if they actually add transformations and not just color swaps for their installs. But even then, I still think it's more ideal to have a Naruto or JJK fighters. And for both of those, I've already got pretty far in making the full roster for the video, and they could do some really cool stuff with the characters. Like the adult Naruto I have has 3 different meters, and all of them correspond to a different chakra pool. Obviously, you got your Kurama chakra, normal chakra, sage chakra, and you can switch between these meters, and those change certain moves, and you can charge different lands. Trust me, it'll be cool, and when hopefully this game comes out, it'll be sick. Jump Force, but done right. There are so many ways to do an anime crossover game. You could do it like Smash Bros, Jump Force, hell, even some people, including myself, have thought of the idea of a Marvel Rivals style game. Now, I'm not exactly sure how that will look, but with a lot more emphasis on close quarters combat, I think it could be sick. They honestly fumbled so bad with Jump Force. I'm not even surprised they're too scared to make another one because, you know, Bandai is a stupid company who seemingly doesn't realize that the game's quality impacts its performance. But whatever. To be honest though, a crossover game does need to be a big hit because they have to pay for all of the licenses. Is the solution? Don't give it to Spike, goddamn Chunsoft. They actually made a decent game with Sparking Zero, but God help me, they can't balance for crap. Give it to someone like CC2 at least. Can you imagine? Like a big free team up ultimate? Oof. Anyway, but the specific idea I'm going for is a Shinobi Striker Marvel Rivals-esque game. Not in terms of gameplay, just the concept of my anime team versus your anime team. Oh, or even a free-for-all. But it would have all of the main characters, and a unique idea for this game, which I think would be cool, which I just came up with recently, is that you'll be able to evolve your character throughout the match, picking different kinds of perks, kind of like Overwatch, but like a more in-depth version. And an even crazier idea, which is kind of jumping off of that one, is that you can actually take moves from other characters from other anime. For example, how this would work is that if you're versing somebody with a Naruto character and you're Ichigo, you'll be able to take a substitution jutsu or a shadow clone jutsu if you defeat them enough times. And this is kind of jumping off the whole idea of verse equalization, basically, and certain anime characters taking other anime characters' moves, like Goku can have a stand or something. It's kind of mad, but I think it kind of works, and I think it'll be cool. Again, I'll go into more detail if and when I make a full video about it. Now, my honorable mention, that is an Avatar game. Well, since obviously it's not considered an anime, but it might as well be. They could create a whole new story set in the future or the past with a new avatar. The progression system writes itself. It's one of the only franchises where an original story makes sense and is favorable, at least to me. Make it open world, give it crazy combat with Avatar Studios. A game could come and could be decent. Hell, even if they don't do it, there's a guy called Elka Gaming who I've been following for years, making his own Avatar game. So yeah, check him out if you're interested. But yeah, that's it for today's meeting. Bandai, please just do something good with your IPs. But anyway, if you guys have any good ideas or thoughts on my ideas, share your thoughts, talk if you want to talk, and let that outro play, man. Go away, 'cause you so sad.